I'm going to share with you a really simple and inexpensive way you can add a remote start-stop button to your Canon C100 cinema camera. I love working with the C100 camera. For doing these sorts of videos, I find it to be the perfect tool. This is a purpose-made video machine. You don't have to worry about it overheating on long productions. It's got incredible battery life, good built-in audio, all of the features that you'd want for professional level video production. It's a great camera. And now that this camera is getting over a decade old, it's become pretty affordable. Back in the day it was really expensive, but you can pick one of these up now for about the price or maybe a little less than you'd pay for a mirrorless camera system. We could have a healthy debate as to whether or not the specs of the C100 stand up today. It doesn't look very impressive from a spec point of view. However, this camera does produce really high quality video. Maybe not quite as razor sharp as some of the cameras of today, but the overall video quality looks very good, in my opinion. But at any rate, this camera has all of the great features that make video production easy, except for one. And that is, with my other cameras, I have a little push-button start-stop remote. And I find it incredibly convenient to be able to sit here in front of the camera and remotely start and stop the camera. With the C100, that's not something that Canon offers. There's no remote control feature for the C100. Now that's not entirely true. You can connect this camera to your computer network and via a browser access the camera functions. Canon also provides a remote control panel for the C100. But that's a big desktop device with a bunch of switches and stuff on it, and it's way overkill for what I'm looking for, and it's way too expensive. So I would just want a simple handheld button that I can use to start and stop this camera. And you can get that for just a few dollars. So to put a remote start-stop button for the C100 camera into our hand, it's really simple. The camera already has 3 start and stop buttons on it. There's one down below, right near the base here. There's another one on the top handle, and then there's a third start and stop button on the side handle. So let's just take the one from the side handle. We just unscrew the side handle from the camera body by rotating the ring that's attached between the handle and the body, very simple. And we just carefully remove it and its little cable, and we've removed the side handle off of the camera. And so now we have a start and stop button remotely in our hands, and we can operate the camera with this in our hand and the camera somewhere else. So simple. Oh, but there's one thing. This cable that comes out of here is what sends the control signal back to the camera. It's not wireless, so we have to connect this cable back to the camera. But it's pretty short. So let's just get an extension cord and extend this wire and put it back in the camera, and that way we can remotely control the camera. So I got an extension cable, and I'll put a link down below where you can get one of these. This cable is about 6 feet long, and the package that I'm recommending actually comes with 2 of these things. So if you're within about 6 feet of the camera, you use one. If you want to get a little further back, plug the cables together and extend them even longer. So I'm going to just plug the extension cable into the little wire that comes out of this handle, and I'm going to just wrap the cable a time or 2 around the handle, just so I have a little bit of strain relief, because I don't want to accidentally yank on the internal wiring too hard. and damage the handle. But I just hook him up to there. And then the other side of the cable, of course, will plug into the camera, into its connector, which I'm not looking at. There we go. Like so. And now I've got a remote control for the camera that I can hold in my hand and remotely start and stop the video recording. So what is this cable that I'm using? Well, there's a link for it down below the video, so you can grab a pair of these cables if you'd like. They're very inexpensive. They're simply headphone extension cables, but not just a standard headphone extension cable that carries left, right, audio, and ground. This one is a 4-conductor cable that has a TRRS type plug and jack on the cable. And TRRS means it's got tip, ring, ring, sleeve. 4 electrical connectors. So this would be the kind of headphone extension cable that you would use with a phone that carries stereo audio to your earbuds plus a microphone connection. It's a common cable. And like I say, the cable is 6 feet long. You get 2 of them in a package that gives you 12 feet of reach, and they're really inexpensive. And so that's what I'm using. You don't have to use that specific cable, but I find that it works on the C100 and allows me to remotely start and stop the unit. Well, I hope you found that tip useful. I hope you found the video entertaining. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon on another upcoming video.